the Houseman. I talked to you about that, Gabe, but it's for them. It is a sort of definitely moving furniture. But it's more of like their houseman, their houseman, like a single houseman that does all the
Oh,
house
that's
stuff.
fun.
Yeah, I thought it was cool, right? I was like, this is
I
a
need a
vibe.
You will
man in
work
this
a
house.
lot.
No, that I mean, with what they gave me, not as much as you would expect with a larger town or with a larger, like where there'd be a larger population. Um, they didn't seem to be running a lot, like me working a lot worth of events, but me working a 40-hour work week, she was like, you could, here's all the stuff I could have you do. Which I loved. I was like, cool. I like being the all around man. And then I almost didn't go to it at all because I was like, that sounds fine. It's like right down the road. And then I went to a server interview and she was like, well, we need, with how everything is right now, we need someone to come in and sort of do it all and like help out running things. And I was like, oh, well, that's exactly what I've been trying to do. So I will take that. I will take your brewery. It's at a brewery. And
Should have got the crunchies.
make some cocktails, make some, food choices, and move up there pretty quickly because everyone else is like college age or in
See what you
school
could
of
learn
some
about the
kind.
brewing process.
Super stoked about that, and they were like, and she was like, I'm sure that at some point they want to get onto wine, and I said, I would love for them to get onto wine because I will help in
Tell them
whatever
to try
way I
and figure
can.
out a Hawaiian Punch sour because that was the best thing I had at the Iowa State Fair.
Hawaiian Punch sour. Could probably do that in no fucking time, dude.
It was so good.
No time.
It's just whiskey and sour mix and Hawaiian punch.
No, it's a beer.
It's a beer. Oh, okay, a sour like
Oh,
that. Okay.
okay. I see. I was also thinking
Hawaiian
cocktail.
Punch.
I'm down
Hawaiian
with the
Punch beer.
cocktail.
We had Nerds beer. We had Pineapple Whip beer, and we had the Pink Pony Club, which is of
I
course
didn't get to
cotton
go.
candy and pink guava.
Beer.
Did not get to go to the beer pavilions at the Iowa State Fair my one time there.
The thing about the beer is that all of the beer is, if you want a specific beer, it's in a different place than you want it to be. The
Of course
Hawaiian
it
Punch
is.
was it. The Hawaiian Punch was at one place, and it was at the top of a hill.
Making you earn it.
It was worth it both times, though.
Yeah. I went to the state fair alone, and that was something. But it seems like the kind of experience that requires more than just one pair of eyes to see everything.
There's a lot to look at.
I saw a lot of stuff. Loved the pigs.
It's good to have a tour guide. Frankly, my mom was mine for years and years, and now I'm M's.
Yeah. Once we're settled and I'm done
I
with
hold
this
the
trip,
map.
I'm stoked to be able to like go and check all the like local shit.
Yeah, stoked to hear about it.
You guys should try and come to the state fair sometime. That'd be fun.
Yeah, we're borrowing a car, and soon we'll have a car, so
Yeah, just do like a one-day dudes trip to the state fair. That'd be fun.
100%.
Dudes go to the state fair.
How long does the fair run for?
10 days.
Oh.
Oh yeah, we heard T-Pain there this year. T-Pain was headlining.
Oh.
The day we were there.
I get down on T-Pain. I like T-Pain
No, it was really
lot.
good. We only
It's
heard him
just-
as we were leaving the state fair, but like it was his opener was
Okay.
gas. His opener was Take Your Shirt Off.
I actually don't know what it is, but I feel like anyone else I hear in a song where I recognize them, I'm
song?
like, oh, that's blank. That's
No, I wasn't
that's
telling
Kendrick
them to
Lamar.
take their shirt
That's
off. That
whomever.
was T-Pain's song.
But whenever T-Pain comes on a song, I feel myself actually get excited. I'm like, oh fuck yeah, that's so cool. I'm so glad he's still doing this. Or I see clips of his Twitch streams. Gotta be wild in there. I love that shit.
Really quick, slight diversion, but still about T-Pain. I was watching a Rust live stream. There was an event that was going on with a creator that I like, and he built a trap club, like a concert venue. And the way that he was able to get everyone in the server to go to the club was he booked T-Pain to perform at the club because T-Pain was also participating in this event.
Yes.
T-Pain left the concert that he was doing that night to go log on to Rust.
Yes.
He went and performed one song at that thing, and then they opened up all of the traps. The doors shut behind everybody, and turrets appeared. And they escorted T-Pain off the premises so he didn't have to witness any of this. It was very funny.
I'm over the moon. I love I love like video gamers. It's incredible. It's a great culture to just watch.
I love the video gamer videos that Lawrence finds.
Yeah, sure. I guess that shouldn't be a blanket statement made.
I don't even love all the video gamers in those videos, but I do
I
love
found a
those
good
videos.
niche, a good genre niche that my YouTube continues to serve me, and I just stay in that niche.
Mm-hmm.
I don't venture out too often.
And welcome back to our niche, Dungeons, Drive-Ins, and Dice, Arcade Apocalypse. This season, we're utilizing the Powered by the Apocalypse system, and this episode, we're telling the story of these two who are acting as a distraction out on the pinball board, so their fellows may backdoor these games under the radar. And the two that we are following out on the board are DHAM and Dill. But first we're going to do some setup stuff, some intro questions. We're going to follow up with the same question from last week because we didn't get an answer from you two, and I get to build on some, I guess, lore we started making there. That question that we're following up on is... God, how do I go blank, like, when I'm in the middle of shit? It is, what's the worst, like, apocalypse monster your character has come across out in the apocalypse wasteland? The state, I guess, of the world in imagination, probably also in practice, changes the flora and fauna that you guys come across, or could come across. I imagine we talked about the tumbleweeds, I think, at some point, and also the slugs, the very fast snail racing or whatever you guys were checking out outside of the dome. But the monster I want to talk about today is going to be from the point of view of Fontaine. Last week, Spigot spoke of a really cool, like, crocodile that lives in the irradiated waters that they contend with in their, like, cleaning of the waters, that is frightening and has like 6 to 8 legs and will rip your ass up out of off of the land and back into the water. And I think that there's like probably like a symbiotic relationship with these crocodiles with like
What water?
Any water, just water, like water sources. So they don't come near I don't think it's necessarily the fresh water at the sources that like the water bearers have set up. If we recall, earlier on in this series, we actually went to like a little outpost along the river looking for clues. We didn't really deal much with it, but we went there looking for clues and to find out like which way to go. And like no crocodiles there. It's something that the water bearers do. We haven't got to the bottom of that keeps them away from those sources. And so that's yet another reason you would want to go to a water bearer source, because the crocodiles are away from there. I don't even remember what he called them, like merkers or something. I think that there is like a parasite that lives under the scales of these alligators that actively increases the radiation in the water. And they also like multiply very quick and can overtake a water source. And I think that back on the like back at the source itself, there was probably once almost like a plague-like situation in which people were getting ill very fast and they couldn't figure out why, and they were like quickly like changing due to the radiation they were intaking at this they thought to be clean source, but it had just been infected by these, I don't know, parasites that I guess can overcome the fresh water, but they really only hang out on these crocodiles that avoid whatever the water bearers have done. Maybe that was when they set that up to like push the crocodiles away. Um, a double sort of bad situation for the water bearers to take care of anyway.
Over to me. Hey, Theodore Stringer, player of Dill here, just sort of noodling on this question still. And I have something. Okay. Monster that Dill could have encountered. We've discussed previously that this is a really, we haven't really encountered it, but it's a meteorologically active planet. There's storms racing across the surface hither and thither and yon. And so I thought
All three.
perhaps what about like a big blimp kind of a creature with a mouth on the bottom and dangling snatchy arms.
Dangling dangles.
That floats through and is buoyed about through the storms and just like grabs at stuff that the storm kicks up.
And you said he's like a balloon?
And tries to yeah,
like
yeah,
a blimp?
like a yeah, like a blimp.
DHAM
exactly.
is his natural predator.
Yeah, but you weren't there.
Well, I've never seen one of those.
These exist now. And I think Dill in his wasteland wanderings has on occasion been picked up by these and taken for a bit of a ride. Proven inedible. Like like
Not a
eating
poison.
Well, Dill hasn't tried to eat them back, but
Okay, I see. You're proven inedible. I understand now. Yeah, understandable.
Like eating a ball of sticky tack.
Ooh, yucky. That's bad. I have a bunch of that on my desk right now. That idea disgusts me.
It's some gross stuff.
My name is Lawrence, and I played the DeLucas Chop House answering machine. And the most terrifying creature that DHAM has ran across actually was the creature that dug him out of the apocalypse sands in the first place, that gave DHAM sort of his first memory of what became of this apocalypse world. These are called the scoop bird. Now, the scoop bird is about 10 feet tall. It is a flightless pelican-like bird who lies on the ground and scooches himself along, scooping particulate and other organic matter into his mouth. And then he sort of like filters that through his body, and then he spits out the dirt. Big ol' scoop bird. He's got a big lower pelican jaw. And DHAM was dug out by one of these scoop birds. He was scooped up, so to speak. The bile in their mouth is electrically charged, and that was enough to reactivate DHAM's circuitry. And DHAM didn't like where he landed in that situation, and just sort of punched his way out. Flail is probably more correctly.
Have been
statement.
Under the impression is the timeline. What is this timeline of you getting dug out of the sands? Is this?
I don't know. I don't know how long this apocalypse world has existed.
No, I know. That's what I want to get to the bottom of it, because like,
oh,
you've been working.
Was I dug out?
Yeah, because
like the 45 minutes ago before the campaign starts.
But you were working. You were working.
Just kidding.
But like, that's my question.
I would say probably several years at this point. It's probably been about 4 or 5 years.
So is the DeLucas Chop House the same one that you did work at building wise that's been built back up, or is this new that you
entirely happenstance that it's also called DeLucas Bordel?
Of course it is.
Yep. Entirely happenstance.
Was the other one?
But it became my home immediately because, of course, I'm the answering machine for this place.
Wild. Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
Scoop-bird. Watch out for him.
Scoop bird, watch out.
Still needs a name for his things. Storm grabbers. Is that something?
Blinter.
Blinter. Ooh, I also need a
Blinter.
name. I was thinking.
I was also tempted by just like
I think that's more the colloquial name for the blinter. The E.
That's what we call it colloquially. That's not the scientific name.
We don't like them
have an
E's.
encyclopedia.
We need a name for this parasite on the crocodilians.
Rimbo.
Remind me,
Fucking why
brief
wouldn't it
summary
be
of
a
what it is
Rimbo?
they do. How do they irradiate the water? What is it that they?
I don't think that. How do they
live in
irradiate
the
the
water.
water? I'm not 100% sure.
Are they big?
No,
What's
they
their-
fit
what's
under
their
the
size?
scales. They probably are scale sized. It makes the crocodiles look like they have double layer scales.
Okay.
Scalards.
Stalagmites.
Scale mites.
Scalagmites.
Stalagmites. That's it. Scalagmites. Found it. Okay, good. Good.
Stalagmites.
Stalagmites. I don't even remember what Mike called
I'll
his
find the
monster
clumsy
at this point,
portmanteau.
but they
It'll
go
only
together.
take me an hour, but I'll find it.
Stalagmites. Awesome. Okay.
Love a clumsy portmanteau.
Into what we're doing, we have I mean, we talked about it in the intro. I think the briefest of intros is all that's really needed. You guys have gotten the lay of the land and are acting as distraction while your crew backdoors Pac-Man and hopefully meets you up in the House of Pain / Fun. You guys are back here on the pinball board, and he has sussed out your just incredible disguise. But his attention is still on you. It's not like he sussed it out and let you can't.
I had an opportunity
to be Dickel. The full that's why he sussed you out. That's it. That's why he did it, you know. So close. But the attention is still here. 2 bin balls have entered the board, and I have set us up a little Roll20 thing, which is a little averse, I think, to the very narrative game that is Apocalypse World, but it seemed like we were in a little bit different of a situation and that we could get a little more granular with things. You guys are trying to pull maneuver number 3, which is DHAM atop Dill's shoulders. I'm going to give you guys, I guess, a laydown of, let's see, we are out here on the pinball board, and as the 2 balls exit their tunnels, rolling down the board towards the hole at the back, the flippers that bounce them back up. We know these exist. And the crowd is going wild, and things are getting set right. This is that outro moment that we were in. Your attention is drawn to 4 corners of the arena, where on pedestals 4 giant generators are brought up from the ground, similar to the just anything that kind of spawns from the ground is just whatever is in its way is pulled to the side and it is pushed up from the floor beneath it. Some people fall into the gaps created until they settle themselves. No one seems to really care, as long as they're not the ones that fall in. But 4 generators have popped up at corners of our board, and between them, a barrier is formed. They shoot beams of light in between each one another, creating this field within our pinball board. As the ball, we'll say, on the right side of our board is coming down, where it would normally cross a little bit more and bounce against the wall before coming back down, it hits this barrier and is bounced very quickly back down. And so you get the idea before we even, kick off that this is a, force like barrier. It will reflect force put into it. And the wizard above you has just said that something along the lines of he's going to get the information from you. We're going to pull it out of you or whatnot. And kind of glitching into existence in front of you, like we have seen things appear throughout this quote-unquote game. You see a number of those pinhead folks just appearing on the map with pipes or fire pokers or just bars of metal in their hand, ready for combat, all facing you and like flexing their pipes, hitting them against their hands, testing the strengths. As we enter into this
to
more
Lucas Chop House
arena combat.
Press 4 to speak to a member of our knowledgeable team.
I'm working on getting them on the board for you. I had to zoom out there. Bow.
Now, I do have a quick question for you here.
Mm-hmm.
You said 4 generators. Now, I see 5 generators on this map here.
Okay. Then change that number I said to 5.
All right, go ahead and plug this in. 5.
Yeah, there we go. That's great. I don't do that, but I keep in the point in which we say plug this in, which I find also so funny. Okay. We should be able to see the 5 of them now. Up by the northern barrier, crossing off all of our exit paths. You've noticed this barrier surrounding the field breaks off the top portion of our board, not even allowing the ball to get up there in the first place, including the ramp that would take the ball up to get smaller, and all 3 buttons, which we've already accomplished the buttons, so we don't need to worry about the buttons in the back. But it does leave open the triple bumpers, which we know make the balls an element of some kind.
And we want which element? Electric?
Well, to open the door to the House of Pain in the back, you need it to be electric and to hit that door. But the field that we find ourselves on, the barrier is blocking that seemingly. Are these guys on the... Nope. Fuck. Back to the GM layer. These squares are going to be our pinballs because no matter how hard I looked, I couldn't find pinballs.
Pin squares.
Pin squares.
DHAM leans over to Dill and DHAM says, Dill, I would very much like to touch the generators.
Yes. Yes,
and there
me
might
too.
be things in there for you. There might be things in there
squeezing.
For me.
Okay. So I'm looking at this map and I see that 4 of our 5 generators are also protected by their own little subfields, so we can't get to them directly. And this 5th generator is protected by the pinball paddles, more or less.
That is that is visually true. I've noticed I didn't put in that 5th sub barrier, so
is there a sub barrier there? Or
there was intended to be, but there isn't now. So I think that it does have its protection, being the paddles.
You know, it's only us that can see this, right?
That is totally fair. Yeah, but what do you want me to respond to Gabe with? No, there's actually 5 sub barriers.
It's all fake. There can be a sub barrier surrounding me right now.
No, the goal was to have them all have that sub barrier.
Okay.
And to be blocked off here at the start, yeah.
Okay.
Well, I like this better.
I will.
Okay.
I will allow that sub barrier to be down in the back since I didn't put it there, but there's a big ass hole where the balls go down right there beneath those paddles. That's not on the map, but that hole is the natural part of the pinball board.
Okay. Gotta jump the hole and also avoid just getting annihilated in midair by the paddle.
Don't get knocked. If you get paddled, it's going to be a different game.
So what if I like wrap, like fold around you like a ball just in case?
Mechanic wise,
one for throw.
Though I guess that makes landing on the generator difficult.
Mechanic wise, for the two of you, I thought that the two of you would go first unless you want to delay your turn until X happens. You guys are standing.
Like we're moving. We're
Yep.
balled up.
You're standing atop of one another. I'm gonna, while you are together, your movement is gonna be 5 of these squares, but you get to benefit from DHAM's armor. And you guys get to choose if a damage comes through, where it goes to.
I know what I'm gonna pick.
Which is great for you. And yes, 5 of those squares, 6 while you're separated, but DHAM is the only one that gets to benefit from his armor in that case. But you guys begin this atop of DHAM atop Dill's shoulder. And
Sounds
the pinballs.
a little bit like I'm using you like a shield.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Pinballs
use
skate
you as
towards
a
the
shield.
back of the board as we begin.
Ball up. Let's ball up. Maneuver number B.
Yeah. I mean, I'm gonna use my long dill legs to get us to the hole, but once we
It's such a good visual.
yeah, maybe hook some knives. Just kind of, I don't know how far away. There's no scale on this map, but
Yeah.
like if they're in knife range, maybe hook some knives. But yeah, I'll haul ass for the hole, and then when we get to that, I'll do our transformation sequence and all up.
Yeah, on your way to the hole.
I got to build some momentum.
We can say that these guys maintain their distance with you just so that it doesn't put a map of space in between DHAM and his targets, because they'd be moving in while you're moving, right?
Yeah, they're just moving in cautiously because every time they get within any type of range, a knife immediately is thrown at them.
So they probably maintain that distance, let the knives like, whoa, we're coming at you. We're pushing you towards the back of the board, they think. Move Dill about down to there. These guys come through. They're keeping their distance. The balls
are the balls headed?
They're heading towards the back of the board at the moment. The like they're probably going faster than the two of you. But they are heading that way. If there's any way you want to position yourself before.
They're also headed towards. We're all headed back here.
Yeah, they got launched from the back of the board, and this the start. They're heading towards the bumpers to get launched in their respective places.
Best case scenario, we gotta sort of zig and zag our way around these balls.
Because of the curvature of the rear barrier, the balls are going to go in a little bit of a diamond formation here. So the most dangerous point is going to be by the bumpers.
So
for a lot of reasons.
I think we're gonna try and do like a fast shift out of the way, just towards the edge of the force field, and hopefully now the balls will be redirected by the bumpers right into this mess of dudes. Birds and stones. However, I do worry about what will happen when the paddles hit the balls vis-a-vis the force field. And I do think it might get fairly hazardous in here.
You two run up and jump to the side, planning out where these balls will be launched once hit by the paddle. The right ball we're just going to call them ball 1 and ball 2. Right ball would be ball 2, reading from the left. And also, all these guys will be goons 1 through 5. So please feel free to call them goons 1 through 5 so I don't get mixed up on another dude again like I did last time.
Are they labeled?
They are not, but they're in current position to be 1 through 5. Is there a way I can get into... Yes, here. I'll do it here. 1. It's going to be in their little green squares. If you click
you're
them.
Able to... No. We don't have that info.
Press
If
2
you
to
click on
stop
the first dude on the
gooners.
left, you don't see the green circle?
No. No, that's just for the GM. Info.
Nameplate. Okay, I'm gonna go through and put little
Can you see mine?
numbers. 2. Nameplate.
It's not.
Save changes.
I don't.
I can see you clicking.
Put any numbers.
You can't see the nameplates? That doesn't... Underneath of
I
them?
see the nameplates for Dill and DHAM, not for these dudes.
Maybe I have to... I'm still also... I do like Roll20 a whole lot, and I would like to use these kinds of things
Yeah,
more.
it's just
but...
that learning curve.
Right. Once I... Controlled by... If I do all players, will that show it to you? Do you see 1 now?
I do see 1.
Okay.
Gooner number 1.
How did I do that? What was that? That was this button. There we go. Controlled by all players. Okay. 3, controlled by all players. Save changes. 4, nameplate, controlled by all players. And 5. That's 8. Silly me. 5. All players. Save. That'll do it for now. Okay. As you step to the side, ball 2 hits this barrier and rebounds over towards our left bumper. In fact, not just skating down the side, but heading up towards the left paddle. And the same thing actually happens with ball number 1 as it hits this barrier here in the corner where it intersects the wall down near the south of the field. It is rejected over by towards the right bumper. They just sort of switch places. And when the paddles launch them up to hit them, they are launched directly north and to the northeast as they come up. Going past you, you're in a safe point where you stand. You guys jump to a safe side that the balls were not planning on going to, or not planning on, not angled at. But they are now heading towards the north of the board. These 5 dudes are coming down. It looks like a couple of them will have a little bit of a dealing with that ball, but the 3 of them have avoided the entrance of said balls. In just a moment, what would you do next as this is passing through?
I'm gonna try and duck in behind the ball and get back towards the center. I sort of worry that if we just cut along directly along the side of the force field, we'll trigger some sort of sensor with the paddle. So get in the sensor and run on in here and take our leap on cue. There's no snapping position that puts us directly in the center away from both paddles. So
no, sure, but you're one person in the middle anyway.
Oh, that's smarter.
You find yourselves up at the back of this board in front of a pitch black pit, probably about 15-20 feet in diameter, that leads to a little bit of a flat space that this is on. It will be quite a perch to stand atop this pedestal with it. I guess, though, you could stand atop it. But you've run here to the back of this board. These dudes, I'm going to say, move out of the way. I think it would be weird if they came in just to get run over by balls. They slowly close in as you're
guys. We love it.
You're like judging your leap across.
The audience would be about it.
You have a you have an act under a bonus to acting under fire.
What? For what?
To do weird things with your body, right? You're trying to
Oh,
stretch over
it's
this gap right here at the back
a
of the room.
yeah, it's an act under fire, act under pressure, some whatever that role is. Yeah.
Yeah. Give me an act under
Cool,
fire
I
to.
think.
Well, actually, we said we came back here. You wrapped around DHAM like a ball just in case it hit you, right? Are we phasing back into our like stacked pose so that you can stretch legs across? What's your take here with this?
Other way around. Other way around. I was using my long dill legs to maneuver around these balls, and now that we're here, I'm gonna run and jump and become a ball around DHAM and land on the generator.
Okay.
Uh,
Okay, I feel like this angle is just getting your angle right to not be clipped by one of these paddles.
Precisely.
Yeah, an act under fire to do just that. And you can do it because you can stretch, so I'm not worried about that.
So open up my stuff. Okay. I don't want any more experience points. I don't get what I want.
What do you get?
I get a 6.
Time to find out what's down the hole. Just immediately.
Hey, you got another map?
I briefly thought about having you be launched back out, but now you're behind the barrier and there's just nothing you can do.
Yeah, take this, wizard. Try to beat the information out of us now. We're just gonna kill ourselves.
We're not even in your game. No, I think that is just a misjudged distance. And while on our map we're in the dead center, that you maybe aren't, and you're clipped by the edge of this we'll say right paddle and launched quite a bit backwards towards the left side as it just has hit your ball form, we'll say like over here.
And in ball form, the only thing that you see as we're flying through the air, rolling with in ball form, we're gonna call that maneuver B. In maneuver B, you see DHAM's hand stick out, and knives just start coming out while we're flying through the air.
Yeah. Okay. Give me an attack
think
on this
fast dude
closest
number
guy.
one.
Yeah. Give me on Goon 1. Give me whatever your knife throw is.
6 + 2 = 8.
An 8.
Oh yeah, I can just do it and roll 20.
Okay, you hit Goon 1 with your knives, but he acts as a human shield, allowing the two behind him to make quite a bit of a distance on you as he's progressing, getting knife. Goon number 1's gonna go down, but the two behind him have made quite a bit of distance up on the two of you, and will need to be dealt with soon as these balls skate towards the back of the arena.
Okay, looks like we got to make a brief detour away from our main goal for some Looney Tunes style combat.
Dill.
Hmm?
If I get out, can you put one of them where I was? That sounds entirely unpleasant.
In the dill ball?
Suck him into maneuver B and spit him out on another guy.
I don't like that, but here's what I do have for you.
Oh, it's for me.
I think we'll pop out of maneuver B, Yeah. DHAM on the ground.
DHAM is just like flat on the ground.
So long as you can throw knives from there, he's probably fine. Watch out for the balls though. And Dill's going to rapidly advance on guy number 2, I guess, whichever one.
Goon
The-
2,
the
yeah.
closest, Goon 2. The idea here is to seize one of these goons by force, and just yeet him into the force field,
What happened to Goon 5?
and knock him back into the other guys. Is that plausible?
For you to get up on this closest Goon 3, launch him backwards into the force field and have it bounce him into the other dudes, like almost
like a
wrestling
turnbuckle.
style.
Yeah.
Turnbuckle's better, you're right.
We've got reflective force fields. Gotta make the most of them.
I think with what you've seen, give me a. I think it's like a open your brain roll just for the info of it all.
Uh, 9.
9. With what you've seen, you know these barriers are reflective. Their allies are in the center of the field. I don't think that I think you would assume that that is too much of a distance to do this maneuver, but
Okay,
that's a
well-
good maneuver to keep in the pocket with what you've seen on the balls.
I'm
pretty
still,
far from
I'm
the field.
still feeling the improvised weapon
Yeah.
style of combat in here. If I've got so many guys and no weapons, maybe I do have some weapons.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Still want to seize by force, and then I'll just, I'm gonna grab him by his arms and use him like a hammer on top of the guy behind him.
Yeah. Let's do a seize by force. Try to grab this man. Grab this man.
Grab this man. It's gonna be a 13.
That's going to be a
Oh my
13.
God.
Choose 3 then from the seize by force list.
Navigating back. Seize by force. Okay.
You take definite hold, you suffer little harm, you inflict terrible harm, you impress,
I'm
dismay,
not
or
fussed about
frighten.
little harm.
Oh, weird. One of these says you suck him inside your body. That's weird.
Actually, I definitely want impress, dismay, frighten my enemy. I definitely want inflict terrible harm,
Sure.
preferably on both of these gentlemen's.
2 good choices.
I think I'm gonna go with suffer a little harm. We'll see what the consequences of not take definite hold are. Just because I feel like at some point I am gonna get seriously got by something, and I need all of my dillness for that.
That's good. That's good. You are able to overcome this first guy no problem, and you grab him and you start to swing him around you like a morning star and bring him in on his buddy. In doing so, his buddy is going to hit you with a pipe for a single damage, but you are going to collide with his buddy. You feel a crack in the dude you swing with, dislocating.
Like just bring him down over my head like a sledgehammer. onto
Okay,
this man's-
yeah. You feel the like leg dislocate fully from the hip on the guy you're swinging with. He's
And the other guy
moaning
gets
on the
nailed into
ground. Yeah, 2 gets clobbered into the ground, also moaning. Neither of which are down, but both of which are like rolling and moaning. I would more call it stunned for the moment, right? They're gonna be feeling that for a second. As 4
Can,
and 5
DHAM
start
take
to
an
pull.
action?
Yes, please. They 4 and 5 start to try to like
he's gonna
circle
throw
the group.
a dagger at 3 on the ground, prone on the ground.
Mhm.
And I'm gonna throw it from a prone position, so it's just like sort of getting like maybe I do like 1 bounce.
It
and
does
into
it does
him.
a skip and into him. That's terrible. Some real John Wick shit.
That is going to be an 11.
An 11. It does. It does. We're gonna say it even gets 2 skips. Skip, skip,
That's some
bam,
pretty
into the
lethal
forehead.
guys.
And 3 stops.
Does the crowd like the skip?
The crowd goes wild. Your points go up. Your points actually go up for each skip when it hits him. You see that goes up like by a few levels. When I catch up, when I'm doing my editing, going through and I have like a thing, I'm like, that deserves points. This is good points. What's points there? Points.
Are the other guys impressed, dismayed, or frightened?
They are. That's why 4 and 5 are circling around you, trying to get back to DHAM. They're like, rather than just running in on the group, they're like circling strategically, which gives you guys a moment to respond as DHAM has done that. I'm going to say they get even back down here. I'm going to adjust the balls as well. The balls, let's see. Ball up in our southeast quadrant of our play field hits its barrier and reflects in a very, very acute angle and back down towards the edge of our group as the ball in our southeast quadrant comes up, connects with its barrier, and then juggles in between its bumpers and barriers here for quite some time. I think it's going to be back up in this corner, just like vibrating between the barrier and the bumper. That's around.
Not good.
It's going to get real fast. Okay, you guys down there. What do you do? 4 and 5 have started to make their way past Dill towards DHAM on the ground. One pipe, one fire poker, beating their hands as they close in on DHAM.
Do I have stuff? Did we get stuff? I don't feel like Dill took any stuff.
I know that Spigot took a t-shirt cannon shotgun and someone else took a t-shirt cannon pistol, but I don't know who that other person was.
Probably the other two.
I think it might have been Pedal. So no, Pedal took heal syringe. So
God, I've got
one of you
so
took
much worse than all
t-shirt
those
cannon
things.
pistol, and it might have been Dill.
It's not. Yeah, it's not me. I have a regular pistol.
T-shirt.
Where did you get that? Did you start with that pistol?
I don't know. It says handgun.
Okay.
I think I stole it from a dead guy that I knifed.
I do think that's highly possible.
Yeah. There's been a couple of those here and there.
Well, in absence of any
I think you have a t-shirt cannon gun.
T-shirt cannon gun.
Yeah.
Okay.
You were told it's a single shot.
Or is it a gun? Okay, single shot.
It's a single shot t-shirt cannon gun.
Yeah, it's a t-shirt cannon, but it's stuffed with like nails and like boards.
Okay, just a horrible. I basically have
bolts.
A portable,
like a flat gun.
I've got a hand
birdshot
claymore.
Kind of, yeah. It shoots out in front of you, kind of similar, yeah.
Okay, well that's gonna stay tucked in the belt there. I think what needs to happen here is I just need to disrupt their attempt here and give DHAM an opportunity to get one of them with knives. So I'm just gonna grab whatever it was that I've got a couple of weapons from ex dudes.
Yeah, even dead bodies around here.
Yeah. Pipes or something. I'll just take a poker and just fling it at the one closest to DHAM.
Yeah.
That's perfect. That's exactly what I needed. Let's see how it goes.
Mm-hmm. And then I'm gonna come in with an eye of like scooping him under one arm and resuming our generator assault here. If he can get this other guy with knives.
Press 3 to scoop me up.
Yes,
Press 4 to see something more impressive. Press 5 to leave me on the ground.
7 plus, I think it's still a 9.
A 9. Let's see. As you cock back to throw and bring your arm forward, you notice the dude. So you're tossing at Goon 5. Goon 4 behind them, has the fire poker they have brought back into a javelin-like pose, and they are gonna throw it at you. So if you hit Goon 5, you will be struck by this javelin fire poker with your throw, or you can pull it early and like skip out of the way, basically. You can do the thing you're gonna do, but you'll be struck by a thrown javelin, a thrown fire poker.
I mean, that's fine.
Yeah. The fire poker skirts through the air. Both fire pokers. Yours collides with the dude with Goon 5 in the front, sending them back a couple steps as Goon 4 pops into a thrower's pose and launches their javelin at you, going just clipping the side of your thigh and leaving a big old gash there for another point of damage.
Can I, under my inhuman strength and reflexes, anytime I think that they might help you, I can ask the MC to choose one. Can I ask you to choose one here?
What am I choosing? What are my ones? Sorry.
1 or 2.
I do choose one. Yes.
Let's
see.
Choose. You get a +1 or +2 to your roll, or you get +1 choice or +1 hold after the roll. You act under fire to do it when a normal person would simply be incapable, or you inflict +1 harm, +2 harm, or add armor piercing to your attack.
Okay. Okay.
Things that could happen because I'm very, very strong.
Your fire poker, I like that. I will do that. You took this fire poker, it clipped your leg, you took that damage, but you didn't pull from your attack, and you lobbed this fire poker overhand throw, letting it spin as it clears the space. I like armor piercing. It clips right through the dudes. They have a little bit of a chest thing on, some chest armor, and it goes straight through that into the side of their like lower belly, and it's sticking out of them. They drop to a knee as well as taking that 2 steps back. But you've been clipped in the leg. Yep. And then
with the space created by Dill, stands up and starts running towards the bumper. He takes a running leap at the bumper.
Okay. Your goal, I just want to check, is to be hit by the bumper, right?
Yeah, I want to be launched by the bumper through the air. I'm going to try and skip over the ball and land on Goon number 2.
Okay.
I see the ball coming this way.
Yeah.
I want to jump over the ball.
Uh-huh.
And I want to hit number 2 with my
Oh, I see. Okay. I will advance the balls. I love where your brain's at. I think that I love landing on 2. The ball is gonna skate behind 2. It's heading towards to like clip the back of 4 actually, and this ball is like vibrating still in the back.
Dill instead.
Yeah, right. I still love this idea. I created
It might be a little far, so maybe I use Dill as like a Donkey Kong jump pad.
I love it. In order to be in your whole headspace about this, you're about to take affront of force. And I created a new roll for just this moment called the withstand roll. When you would suffer the effects of elemental damage, explosions, or things of the like, this is a very forceful strike you're taking, a very, very big, blunt strike, or things of the like. Roll plus hard.
At least an 8. Unless I have a minus on my hard. I don't think I do.
I don't think you do.
I have a +1. 9.
A 9. I think in order to do this, you're gonna take just 1 harm through armor piercing, as it just like clip it like jams your legs up into your hip chassis like connector. But you are launched up and over Dill, who Dill, give me a help roll. Actually, Dill, give me a help roll because he said he went into Donkey Kong style off of you, and
My
you can
history.
pull him up to a
with-
10 if you succeed.
I've got a +3 to
Oh,
that.
fuck yes! Give me that help roll with DHAM.
And I needed a 10.
A 10. That's gonna bring DHAM up to a 10. You are, I think, just capable of fully doing this with that blunt force damage.
Let's go.
You
Yeah,
bounce
I see him
off.
coming, and I get, I get my hands up in like a cheerleader
Volleyball
face
set.
pose and just
Yeah. And DHAM comes down hard on number 2, knives diving into him. I think those rolls were both great enough that you just land a top 2 and feel them go still beneath you. 4 gets clipped.
And then I stand defiant and I say,
Crowd goes wild.
I say, you're next, wizard.
And that's a pinball.
That's a pinball. That's way better. I should have said that.
You should have said that.
Spicy
That's a
pinball.
spicy pinball. Fuck, that's it for sure. 4 gets clipped by the pinball getting thrown to the ground as it comes and reflects off of this barrier as well. I think its direction is going to take it up this way, though.
How's that back ball doing?
Yeah, as this back ball is finally hitting the apex of its bounces and ripping ass out of this corner, I think that it is gonna, as that ball is a quarter of the way up the field, this ball is almost gonna meet it skating down the side. I think based on how things have looked so far, that reflection-wise, it's coming at the group. And it's coming fast. But Goon 2 is taken out. Goon 4 and 5. Goon 4 is on the ground. Goon 5 is standing up.
Coming at us, coming at the goons.
At your general area. It's going to reflect towards you guys, based on just easy scanning of it. 5 has taken a knee with the fire poker inside of them, and
bleeding out slowly.
They are trying to like hold it in and not bleed so much as they cock back to launch a pipe at you. 4 is approaching, fists up. They have similar to Petal's face breakers on the edges of their fists, like the little brass knuckles they've pulled out of their pockets that they're pulling up for like a boxer's pose as they approach Dill to start throwing punches at what they couldn't possibly punch to death.
4 just hasn't noticed the ball, I guess. Okay.
4 got clipped.
Coming over here is it?
Oh yeah, yeah.
idea.
Facing away from the ball, yeah, for sure.
I kind of want to scoop DHAM and run. But now 4 is here, so I guess I'm just, I'm gonna punch him with my big meaty fist.
Strike that man.
Maybe DHAM, if you can like jump on my back.
Sure can.
Resume formation 3.
I am pressing 3, 4. Formation 3.
All right. Sock this sucker and run. 12.
A
12 will
12.
do it.
You sock number 4, who is pushed.
Can I like roundhouse punch him so that he is like knocked around and into the path of the ball?
Oh yeah. You launch for a couple spaces just straight backwards.
Dill and
where
I, as we're resuming maneuver number 3, Dill reaches his arms out, and we grab arms, and we sort of swing each other around for a second to increase the speed at which you are roundhousing this guy.
yeah, a sort of
Yeah.
roundhouse.
Centrifugal roundhouse.
Maneuver number 3 at its finest, and
This is 3A actually.
maneuver number 3A, connected to but not limited to Dill.
The centrifugal roundhouse is 3A. And I'm gonna remember all of these.
I hope so. I kind of already forgot this one was 3. I had to go back and look. Yeah,
3A.
I figured 3. Well, no. But the whole thing started as maneuver 3.
Of course.
Yeah.
Just wait till we get back to the main campaign and there's a puzzle based on bullshit from this campaign.
That's going to advance so much plot line of the overall narrative.
Honestly, just wait until maneuver 4.
Mm. When 4th gen maneuver drops next year,
Reveal
August, same
that
time.
yet.
Go into a cave and there's a painting on the wall, huge mural etched in charcoal of a strange humanoid figure with what seems to be a
Answering
chunkily
machine?
built dishwasher.
Dishwasher on his head, swinging each other around. Historians have been trying to break this for forever. We have no idea what that is.
What did the old masters mean by this?
DHAM, as Dill is doing this incredible roundhouse punch, launching Goon 4 back, Goon 5 launches their pipe at the two of you doing your spin together. And you know that Dill is, focused up mid-punch at the moment as the pipe flies through the air. What do you do about the pipe?
What do I do about the pipe?
You do anything about the pipe?
The pipe's flying through the air?
Yeah.
I throw a knife at the pipe.
Oh, knife pipe.
Swing!
knife that pipe.
Knife pipe, right. Okay, cool. Yeah, give me the old knife
It's either
pipe.
gonna solve the problem or it's gonna make the problem worse, because now it's a spiked pipe.
That's a pipe knife.
It's a pipe knife.
It made the problem worse. It's a 6.
Ooh, yeah.
Pipe knife.
Your knife curls over end and lands just in the end perfectly of the spinning
It became a
pipe,
spear.
and it becomes a pipe knife as it comes at you. I think the negative of that is it's gonna still hit you, but now it's one armor piercing, and it just kind of cuts through some of your servos as you're spinning around. Dill helping him with this punch. You made a knife pipe. You pull it out, and then
hurt,
you get
but
your
it was
knife
worth
back.
it. It was so worth it.
So cool. And as the two of you start making your way towards the north of the board, the very, very fast ball reflects off of the barrier, and you hear the loud sort of, loud, staticky glitch of it hitting the barrier. And it rockets and is gonna cream right between the two of these dudes as this one is moving what seems slowly now towards the north of the board and those bumpers. And this one's gonna just cream over the top of these two dudes. I think they've both taken enough now that they're gonna flail out to the sides and not get up. I'm gonna put it now beyond them so I can move them. The crowd goes absolutely wild. You both do still get points for that. This has all been your setup. You knew, you focused, you looked, and somehow the game knows, and you're getting awarded points for it. As you head up towards the north, that ball whipping ass behind you towards the bumper/barrier. And as the last two fall to the ground, there is a flash of light in the center, and a little peg wheel appears. It's just kind of floating up and down there in the center.
Peg wheel?
Like like a Wheel of Fortune spin wheel.
Oh, like a prize wheel. I
Yeah, like a
understand.
prize wheel kind of thing. I don't know really what to call those. I guess prize wheel.
I was like a peg wheel, like what
What's all
you use to drive a pirate ship.
Like, they have all the pegs and they hit the little
Yep,
bumper.
yep.
Click, 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 click,
Yep.
click, click. Anyway, that appears in the middle.
They don't go out from the wheel. They are a part of the wheel.
They're a part of the wheel. They go out from the wheel, but vertically or
Forward.
horizontally. Yeah, forward.
Perpendicular.
Perpendicular
Welcome
to
to
the
peg
wheel.
chat.
Yikes.
Our guest this week, very special, Dill Dan.
Welcome to Peg Chat. Dungeons, Drive-ins, and Dice After Dark. But there's the peg wheel in the middle, the prize wheel in the middle, floating up and down, and the ball skirting towards the bumper behind you.
The peg wheel is it's something that the ball is supposed to interact with, right? The ball touches it and it spins the wheel and affects the ball, or do we spin the wheel?
It
and the ball
looks
change?
your sized. It looks like a wheel your size to actually physically spin.
Sure.
I don't think I should, but I want to spin the wheel, Dill. I want to spin the wheel.
It's not part of the plan.
But it's gambling. I like to gamble.
Maneuver number 777.
But I would also like to touch the generator. Press 1 to touch the generator. Press 2 to spin the wheel.
One.
Press 4 for Freaky Santa.
Oh,
You
wait.
selected 1.
Huh, woo.
Gotta keep 4 in mind.
You guys are moving north on the board at the moment, or were last time that you guys moved.
Yeah. Trying to head back towards the generator. Maybe skirting sort of this way. I don't know quite which direction. I think the ball's going over here, but hopefully the ball will like shoot by us, and then we can dart in close to the pit and jump it. If I've misjudged, I've misjudged. But trying to get back to the pit.
Trying to get back to the pit. As you skirt over towards the east side of the board to judge where the ball is going, the left bumper, the west bumper, shoots up and strikes the ball quite early, knocking it right back towards the two of you. And I need the two of you, or I guess
Dill
Dill
B,
with a
go
help
flat.
roll. Oh, yeah.
Throw B, go flat.
It sounds like do something under fire.
Are you trying to go flat and throw him?
It sort of sounds like I'm trying to sort of pop him up and then drop down and hopefully not take damage. Do you want me to try and like make myself a puddle? Is that what you're asking? Okay. I mean, I sure will be pretty flat at the end of this.
Mhm.
Yeah, you start
We
a little
both-
flat, and then you got.
Can we both
you
go
ended up
over
very
it?
Flat.
Hmm.
You throw me, and then I'll throw you, and then we'll both be over it.
If that ball moved, which it did, it got hit back towards the two of you while you were over there. This ball moved up and is now locked in these bumpers, starting to glow.
Hopefully it'll stay there.
Hopefully, it'll glow with electricity.
Last one stayed there for like 2 whole rounds. That was great.
Yeah, multi-ball can be very disorienting.
I do like throwing Dill up in the air, and I am going to do that. Or not Dill, DHAM. What Dill's gonna do? Is I guess try and be flat. Or maybe try and like squeeze the essential parts of himself out of the way. And so it's just running over like the
Just like
arms
squishy
and
skin.
legs.
the squishy skin, the elastic bits. Act Under
funny.
Fire is what I think is what we're sort of circling around here.
I
You're
do
never
think
gonna be able
so,
to
yeah.
stab me to death because I'll just move my organs out of the way.
Exactly.
If he can
Um,
succeed. Oh,
As a 4,
he doesn't.
here we go.
Sorry about your
Which
organs.
part do I mean, throwing you up in the air is also part of this Act Under Fire, my guy.
Sorry about my organs.
Hey, can you help me in any way? Probably not enough.
What was yours?
Hey,
Was
what's
a
this
4?
ball? What's this ball
I
look
got
like
a
it's
4.
made of?
It's bright and silver. We haven't checked that out quite yet. You have been struck by it. Give me an open your brain roll because you've been struck by it. I'll give you an opportunity to.
8.
It made a light ringing sound in it. So you know it's not like fully solid, but it's very heavy and very thick. I don't know. Like it's a very hard metal. Very hard heavy metal, I think, is the best that you get out of that. But it's not fully solid. It's light. There's some hollowness in there, if that's something.
Nope.
An impression.
Let me see. No, my workspace isn't accessible. I think I'm just gonna try and double jump off of Dill.
Yeah. I think an act under fire from you as well to like get out of the way. You feel like Dill trips up on himself basically as he tries
10.
to pull himself out, and he tries to launch you up, but that goes badly. Like when you jump on a trampoline as it's coming up, you just lose all of the bounce, right? But as the ball is within, Dill breaks your fall with his hands pushing up, basically, as he starts to melt down into a skin puddle to just let that run over it. But it's not fast enough, and Dill is going to get blasted by it. I think you're going to kick off of it and be launched to the north side of the board. Dill, you're knocked this way. You're going to take a damage as the ball rolls through you. Not full damage because you get some of yourself out of the way. But the ball has rolled in between you and launched up this way and towards that barrier. I think the ball at the north barrier in between the bumpers is just launching between them, collecting some speed. There's a flash on the board. You see the prize wheel in the middle start to blink, and all of a sudden, towards the south, I'm so bad at directions, towards the southwest, yes, side of the board, some more figures start to glitch in and become apparent. There is a very large lady carrying a barrel. She's huge. On one of her shoulders. She appears down there. She drinks from the barrel and sloppily and wipes her lips with her arm and flings it onto the ground, and you see on the ground it like sizzle a little bit. It sizzles on her arm too, but she doesn't seem to care. And around her, a couple dudes with pistols as well on either side of her. And in the sky under the wizard, he says, "Oh, we're not done yet. Get ready for round 2."
DHAM looks up at the wizard, and DHAM says, "Can you tell me how many rounds there are?"
"We could get it over with here if you tell me where your allies are."
DHAM says, "Okay, they're right here." And DHAM reaches inside of his stomach, and he pulls out a grenade, and he throws it at the lady.
Cool. Give me your knife throw.
And he says, I've had this the whole time.
Give me your knife throw.
It's a 10. 10 for the grenade throw.
Cool. I like that a lot. Your grenade launches over the gap as she's wiping the whatever grog from her lips, and it sizzles. And as she makes eye contact with you, her eyes flit up to the grenade, and you see her face drop. And the dudes, I think it's instinctive. They pull their guns out to try to shoot the grenade, but it's way too close. They may even hit it as it's right in front of her, but it launches. It's going to kill both dudes with the pistol, and it's going to hit her into the barrier. And you see as she hits the barrier, it's almost like cartoon style. She's electrified. You see her skeleton in there, and then she drops also dead. Because a grenade is nasty enough for the pistol dudes, and then she hit the barrier, so that's more shit. Another flash of light, you see the wizard up there frown, and he says, I can make things harder. Stop. And in the middle, now where blinking very fast, that prize wheel is, in between its blinks, rather than just being nothing, there is a prize wheel. So it's just like you see one blinking over the top of another one in the middle. There's like two stacked there.
I'm seeing a prize wheel interposed on top of a prize wheel.
Yeah, and it's blinking in and one is blinking in and out kind of rapidly now, and the other is just static, still floating there.
So does it look like I can go over there and spin one of those mothers, or are they both spinning?
No, it looks like they're still just kind of floating there. It looks like you can spin it.
Spin one of those mothers. I'm so close at this point. I'm just gonna go over there. He can't help himself.
Yeah, give me
my barrel of toxins and then goes and indulges in gambling.
Impulse control is
Dill's
just
like,
not DHAM's strong suit.
That was my
Programmed
food.
with impulse control.
You threw my beans and then got rid of my toxins. I have nothing.
I was gonna get right in there. I was all about that barrel.
Still, it's all over the ground, sizzling and bubbling. The barrel blew up for sure. DHAM, give me a sharp roll, just like a roll plus sharp. I don't know. I don't think it's one of the things. It's just as you go in and reach, I'm seeing which one you grab. The blinking one or the solid one.
Sharps plus 0, 7.
A 7. Not a fail, and I don't think there's much else to do here. So you grab the blinking one and you give it a spin, and immediately it kind of floats up and above your head and gets a little bigger so you can see it spinning. I have a prize wheel here to spin. It spins. You see fields on this prize wheel as it spins and starts to slow down from power up. You see a power up with like a little skull symbol next to it. You see one called field effect, double pick, and then an uh-oh one that's all red and black and just says the word uh-oh on it. And as
it got bigger and went above me, is it still within my reach?
No.
Okay.
But do you want to act on it as it starts to float up? Because
No,
I see what you're doing here.
I was gonna try and stop it on the bad look power up, the toxic looking, perhaps toxic looking power up.
Okay.
But I can't reach it. It's okay. I can't reach
it. Yeah. I think with this first one, you're learning the field. There might be a play on, a second one that you pull, because now you know how it acts. You might be able to jump out and get it real quick or something. It spins, and it actually almost itself, as it slows down, lands on that skull power-up. It's like cutting towards the end of that peg, but it does click over into power-up. And then you see like a mini wheel appear in front of it and spin for a briefer moment. It seems a lot harder of a spin there. And you spun it. Roll me a d6, Lawrence. Just one d6.
Five's pretty good.
Five's pretty.
It's almost as high as you can get.
Pretty good. It appears on the image of like a little ghost Little outline of a ghost is like dotted
I die
outline of a
instantly.
ghost. You die. No, you feel yourself. You feel very light. You feel very you feel kind of cold as you feel like whatever air is moving around this place kind of pass through you. Dill, you can see DHAM standing there, but he's like shifting to the side. He looks kind of smoky and kind of wispy. DHAM, for this next round, which has immediately become not a full thing because you just nuked them. So yeah, I mean, for this next round, you just collected it. You have a +2 to dodge or withstand rolls. Rolls made to dodge or withstand effects. As you feel wispy and, ethereal. And standing in front of you remains one last solid wheel, as that has finished spinning. Board of light of flashing on the board. Dill, do you want to do anything in this moment while he's spinning the wheel as the lights begin to flash around you again? Or while he's spinning in general?
I think I'm gonna make my way back to the pit. I still think squeezing this generator for its answers is the way.
Back to the pit. These guys are all just dead as a doornail. Scarred and charred up there. Dill, you get back to the pit, and I think with DHAM not in your body, it's a little bit easier to get over that pit if you wanted to try to scale its side. Yeah, I say that it's easier, but I didn't really impose any sort of disadvantage from last time. I think just narratively it feels easier to get over the gap.
Okie doke.
What is that? An act under fire to try to leap the gap onto the generator?
Can be. Here we go. 9.
A 9. You leap the gap. You just make it in which you're able to like grip onto the generator to keep yourself from falling and scramble up to atop it. Instantly though, I'm gonna need a withstand roll from you as you feel a course of electricity just blast from your feet and up through your body.
Pretty hard. 10.
I'm pretty hard. You feel it. It definitely shocks you. It keeps you in place. It stings a bit, but not enough to cause like critical health damage here at this phase.
Yeah, so it goes, meh.
And it kind of pulses out a bit. I think in the way that it pulses out, you know that it will continue to pulse. Yes. But is stopped for now as you're up there. The ball, let's see, reflects very quickly towards the north part of the board, and then this ball is glowing. The one up in the bumpers is glowing, and as it launches out of the bumpers, it is... Oh, I wish I could... Is there a way to... change its like color or something? No. I'm gonna make it lightly opaque. That's the difference now. The lightly opaque one is now charged with electricity as it is launched out of there and towards DHAM at the center. It's moving pretty quick now, but not as fast as the other ball, who is continuing its ascent north. As the lights flash and you see some forms spawn. Let's see. You see another large form up at the north of the board, along with 3 just rabid skin kind of falling off of them. Hyenas, or cryenas as they're called, where they just run out and their barks and yips sound like someone in, you know, the difference of like someone crying versus someone like death sobbing, you know, the total loss sob. That's what their hyena screams sound like. And then a giant, just sort of mutated humanoid figure with a big old club in between them, who grunts and points at you, DHAM, since you're the closest, and the hyenas rip off towards you in the center. They're moving very quick. You're next to one more prize wheel, or you can do something else.
DHAM shrugs and spins the prize wheel.
Fuck yeah, spin it. He spins it. Spin, 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 spin. It starts to go up and spin, and as it starts to slow down, do you want to do anything about it?
Yeah, I want to pin it on the toxic power up, the one that looks like the
The
bad
skull
thing.
power up? Okay, give me
Yep, skull
a
power up.
act under fire, or act under pressure, whatever.
8. Eight big ones.
You know, I'll just you jump up and you're like hanging from it a couple feet above the ground as it was like going up and still spinning and starting to slow, and you jump up and try to grab it and hold it into place. And you do. You're floating a couple feet above the ground. Let's see. Roll a d4 for me.
Big 4.
Nice.
It shines for a second, and as you're floating there and like grabbing it, and it's like clicking back and forth between the two that you have it in, the wizard above you tisks you. Now that's just cheating. It's one power up per. Oh, well, I guess. I think I should still punish cheating as you start to glow, and you drop back down to the ground as the prize wheel dissipates, and then you don't glow, and you're still ethereal. You're still like floaty and wispy. But the hyenas now running in at you glow a nasty like red and black aura around them as they're running at you. The death power up is enemy power up, so there's not really much to punish you on for getting an 8. But he doesn't like cheating.
What can you do?
And you hear a loud snap, and another group starts to phase in at the south of the board. In fact, it's 2 groups because the next wave is pretty big, and he's going to start it now.
To be fair, I was never told the rules.
No, you weren't.
Sort
But
of sucks if he hates cheating, though, so I'm probably about to do some more cheating back here.
All right, let me get all these tokens moved to their layers. Folks spawn in the bottom.
That new song, "When He Cheats," parentheses positive.
When he cheats, but it's good. Parentheses positive is solid. You see several figures glitch into both the southeast and the southwest side of the board. On the southeast side of the board, you see several dudes with pipes and fire pokers, as well as a couple pistols behind them, bringing up the rear. On the southwest side of the board, you see these 2 shorter in stature, purple mutant-like creatures with long tongues kind of coming out of their mouths, black oily eyes as they whip their heads around the room. Couple of the dudes' focuses are on Dill on the generator, but it seems like a lot of these focuses are drawn towards DHAM in the center of the room. And now that everything is in place and all the pieces are moving, what do you guys do?
Only we could swap spots.
Yeah, DHAM doesn't have a throat, but he audibly gulps.
put you in the center where the ball is coming to. And that ball's coming at you. Literally everything is closing in on you.
You said I'm ethereal and I kind of float. Do I feel lighter?
Like narratively you're ethereal and you float, but the mechanical benefit is the bonus to dodge and withstand.
Clap your
Can
arms
I
and fly
dodge?
away.
Can I dodge vertically?
Just to like
I'll await
jump
my answer.
over the ball. Is that the goal?
I wouldn't describe it as over as what I'm trying to do.
What are you? What do you mean? I think that you could jump over things.
I'm trying to, like a log guy who runs on the log. I'm trying to do that with a ball.
Okay. I will want. We only ever need just one roll. We don't want to plague it down by just like roll. So give me a not withstand, but an act under fire. I will allow your ethereal benefit to click over here, so you're +2 to kind of a dodge as you're trying to avoid
10.
the damage. 10?
Wow.
Wow. Yeah. You jump up and land on the ball, running on it like a log roller. This ball is electrified. I should remind you before I set in stone that that's the case. Okay. Okay. Give me a withstand roll as you land on this ball. You land on the ball just fine. You start doing a run, right?
I got +2 on those too.
You do get a +2 on those. +3 total, I think.
10.
Another 10. No challenge on that. You feel it course through your body, but it really just energizes your legs at this point. And you're moving fast enough to keep up with the ball as it moves towards these purple mutants in the other side of the room. Let's get you over here. Let's get the ball.
I like this game.
The hyenas are running in close up on your heels. Few of these dudes have taken a couple steps towards Dill. This guy behind them, gun at the ready, and these couple, one more guy with a pipe and another guy with a pistol are starting to close in on the ball, but not as fast because the ball is much faster. This guy is probably taking a step up. This ball at the very north has finally collided with that barrier and is heading back down towards you guys. Again, just right past the giant mutant. More like he probably stepped to the side to avoid it just collateraling in to him. Okay. I'm gonna go grab a beer really quick, and then I want to see what Dill's gonna do about cheating some more.
Oh, also, I bought a little airplane thing of whiskey. If you wanted to talk me through maybe, and some ginger beer. If you wanted to talk me through that cocktail you suggested that one time.
The green tea thing?
You're gonna open wide.
The green tea shot thing?
You're gonna crack one open.
Or just a cocktail, whiskey, ginger beer. You had peach schnapps?
Whiskey, ginger beer, peach schnapps, apple and grapefruit juices, and Arizona green tea.
Okay. Yeah. I'll consider and then give you a basic, like what I imagine would be a good cocktail without having them next to me, and then give you just the ideas. Probably the biggest thing I run into like head with when I first build a cocktail is probably sweetness, because I try to shoot low on the sweetness first, because if you overdo it, you're just fucked. Just a nasty candy beverage you have at that point. So I'll probably shoot low on the sweetness. You taste it and just add sweetness till it tastes like balanced and sweet to your tasting. But I could probably do something. You have some good flavors there to do something fun with. So I will consider.
Oh yeah, okay.
Give me just a sec. I'm gonna go grab a beer.
Do you know what the word for beer in Japanese is?
No.
Biru. Yeah, they
Okay.
just steal it. They just stole it. Alcohol
they?
is osake, which I think is funny. Have your sake and your osake. She knows it's approaching her time. She's so smart. She's got such a good internal clock.
Okay. As all of this closes in around DHAM, the wizard sneers above and says, "If you won't tell me where they are, I'll just have to.
Press 3 to cry.
Oh, I'll just have to break you down and find her myself." And Dill, what are you? You're back here on this generator. Seems like the focus is on DHAM at the moment.
It sure is. And I want to. First things first, I think I want to examine this generator closely.
Okay.
I'm probably still going to just do great and terrible harm to it. But if there's something I can know about it, that would be cool.
Yeah. Give me that examine closely.
You examine it closely, you find it vulnerable.
Sharp is bad. That's a 5.
That's a 5.
Great and terrible harm it is. Immediately to plan B.
It's hard, I think, with the position that you're in, being like atop it and having to take these bursts of electricity. You're not taking the damage, but it like totally like pauses your brain for a second while it's going through you, and then you like try to focus back on the generator and you start to figure it out as another pulse is going through you. Give me an open your brain roll, because you're connected to like the psychic maelstrom in a way that others may not be.
That I think is a 13.
Oh, that's a
and
thick
a level up.
That's a thick one and a level up. What you do get from these bursts of electricity is that all of this is connected to the psychic maelstrom. I think you've gotten enough pieces to start to put together that like he is the wizard, or whatever he's doing is like physically manifesting the things that he can create up in this imaginary space. And all of these effects on the field, while you feel them definitely, and they are like very real to the outcomes that happen, like when you get crushed by a ball that's electrified, like it still you feel the shock, you're feeling the shock on the generator, but it's all connected to the psychic maelstrom. There's a very powerful presence controlling the psychic maelstrom within this space, I think, is what you're able to understand. These generators are just amplifying that in this arena.
Well, they should stop.
I think our goal is like, it's not our goal, but like a secondary condition is that they will stop when you complete your goal.
Yep. But I want them to stop right now, and so I'm going to hit them very hard with my big hands.
New goal, hit them really
even
hard.
If it doesn't stop the ultimate generator, at least it won't be amplified anymore.
Sure. Sure.
And it keeps zapping me, and I want that to stop.
Yeah, you start to ball up your fists and get prepared to bring them down on the generator. DHAM, your ball is heading towards these purple creatures on the west side of the board very quickly. But you start to feel kind of like dizzy and hazy as you get close to them, and you feel your body go through the beginning motions to step off and in front of the ball, so it just like runs you over. And I need you to give me it's gonna be a roll plus weird, like a open your brain kind of scenario situation to
11.
avoid. You pull your foot back, you feel those servos
DHAM pulls his foot back. He continues to stay on
back
the
into
ball,
the position. Yeah.
and not one but two middle fingers at the purple things.
Yeah, it's gonna.
And then I'm just gonna continue to focus staying on the ball.
I think that's, you did your thing. It's gonna collide and totally squish the one in front of you. It's gonna knock the second one back a couple paces, definitely having got clobbered a bit, and you're gonna collide into this wall and then bounce off normally and not like crazy shocked. It's a little jarring. You find your balance lost a little bit as it bounces, but you're able to maintain your balance on it. This one's zipping straight down after these hyenas are running in, trying to bear you off. These cryenas. The couple guys at the south of the board get up to the hole and start like looking down and looking over at Dill and getting prepared to like toss their shit. The pistol guy lines up his shot. The folks to the north of them move in, trying to block off this area like a wall, although you're on a pinball, so it's really just
Yep.
don't
I live
die.
on this electrified pinball from now on.
I love this. This guy's also gonna move up. This ball's moving up. The hyenas are keeping pace with the ball. This guy's lumbering forward. Everyone is closing in on the south side of the arena. Let's see. First and foremost, we have a couple. I'm just going to say that for Dill, you have I'm going to make it a withstand roll. You've got a couple pipes being thrown at you, a bullet. You have this electricity running through you. I think that you would be able to just like bolster your physical form out and take these hits without being damaged if it were.
Yeah, Jill flexes and gets a 12.
Hell yeah.
God, the pipes bounce off of you and fall into the abyss beneath you and beneath this generator. The bullet probably just misses, and you just tank the electric damage. It comes up through your hair and whips your bald. It comes up through your skin and whips little tendrils of your skin out.
My cauliflower head just kind of flutters.
Yeah. I think that we haven't really talked about it much, but I think that since Cauliflower Head, while you're in here, you're just a mix of the two, of like Dill and the other one. Like you got a little bit of both of them in you. Your funkiness from Dill, your more cold calculating nature of the other one. They're both just kind of like mixed and flopping in on top of one another. And that has come out, I think, in our physical and overall gameplay, but I think that's just a set. For DHAM, as you run on this ball towards this group, you have a pipe and a bullet coming in at you. I think the hyenas can't do much from down there, but they're waiting for you to fall off. So give me probably a withstand roll, which you still have the +2 from.
Not fall off check.
Yeah, not fall off check.
Here we go.
Actually, yeah, withstand.
I probably don't. It's a 12, baby.
Yeah, the bullet bounces off your shoulder piece of metal, non-damaging you, not damaging you at all. The pipe just reflects off the pinball. Honestly, probably bounces with force right back at the lady that threw it, knocking her clean off her feet. The hyenas just start to kind of circle around the ball and run behind it, waiting for you to fall off as you barrel into the two of these folks. I think that they dive out of the way. You clip the dude that threw the pipe, the lady that threw the pipe. You run her right over because she got knocked out by her own pipe, knocked onto her
Hell
feet. But the
yeah.
pistol person dives to the side and tries to retake aim on you as the hyenas are following up behind you. What do the two of you do? You know, is there any like physical action stuff we do here? I'm gonna push you further along because you've been moving.
Yeah, honestly, I think currently DHAM's main focus is not falling off the ball. I don't think I really want to devote any effort to anything else at this moment, because if I fall off the ball, boy am I in trouble. Boy am I so in trouble.
This is the only net of safety you have.
It really, really, really is right now.
I really like that.
And I'm gonna destroy this generator as best as I can.
Dill, you balled yourself up to defend, and now you bring your fists down into the generator. Give me a, I don't know. Feels like I'm gonna destroy roll.
It's hard, whatever it is. It's hard, and I got 11.
It is hard, and you got 11.
Whatever it is, it's hard.
I don't know that it's a move. You're just doing a thing, but you got an 11, and you swing your fists down and crumple into the metal of the generator beneath you. You feel a surge of electricity jolt up through you, but you've taken them time and time again, and no problem with this one either. As the generator kind of starts to phase out and die. As it does, the other generators start to sputter, and the golden barrier surrounding the field just dissipates slowly, phases out of existence. The other 4 generators are kicking up and trying to shoot out like a little bit of energy, but are failing to do so. I think that, that's that for that. The field's shut down. The ball is still electrified. There's still 2 balls. There's still all these guys on the board, but the board itself is open.
Okay.
And
I currently have the electric ball.
You currently have the electric ball. So as we move around this board now, we're just ignoring the fact
How much
that the
control? Okay, none.
I don't think I have hardly any. You know, I'm not really trying to steer. I'm just trying to not fall off.
You got 3 hyenas close on your tail.
I don't even have a tail, so that's really
a lot
close.
of guys to get to you.
Yep. Move that so I can delete this guy. You hear a banging, almost like the stomping of a foot, and the wizard says, "No fair! You can't stop the game before it's over!"
Looks like the game's still going down here. I don't know what, me?
Yeah, DHAM looks up. Who are you talking to?
It's not fair. I hate cheaters. And the sky pulses its red color. And I don't think he has another response, but he hates cheaters, and you start to see I think you feel a rumbling beneath the pinball board, but nothing visually changes for you yet. And let's progress everything around. Let's see. This ball is going to skirt up towards the side and bounce off going vertically. DHAM, give me a check to stay on it.
Oh no.
We
I'm
got to
about
do
be
that
in
here
a
and
really
there.
difficult area, I think.
Oh.
5.
Of 5. I
Oh,
think that it's
boy.
during that bounce, that second bounce, that you're dislodged and tumble north as the ball goes past you.
And I tumble into the stands?
Well, no, okay, so now we have to just ignore the golden barrier. Unfortunately, I put that literally on the map and didn't make it a thing. You're just on the edge of the actual map now. The stands are that blackened area beyond, basically. But you tumble towards the edge of the board. The 3 hyenas are now just almost right atop you. Dill, around you, the 2 dudes can't do anything now that they've thrown their pipe. They're just like walking back and forth. They're like moving back and forth, like ready to catch you
Stomping
if
on
you
the
try to come
ground.
over here. The pistol person is going to shoot at you again. I just need you to respond. I guess if you want to do something about that, feel free to. Act under fire to dodge, withstand. I don't know that withstand is for just a gunshot. Withstand is for like a lot more, was my idea.
2 gunshots. The soundtrack
A
for this
gunshot and a
episode,
bunch of pipes.
the soundtrack for this episode is definitely that like
Yeah, give you sacks.
that's all I've been hearing in my head this whole episode.
Well, in the spirit of that, I think dodging is, I think that's the correct move, but there's no good direction except forward. So I see this guy readying his shot, and I think I'm going to try and preempt him and jump onto all of them, or as many of them as I can.
Just like stretch, leap, and go wide.
Yeah, because I've got to get to DHAM. I don't even know where he is anymore.
Upper right.
Oh, there you are. Hiding under my dice roller here.
I'm gonna give you.
Yeah.
It's an act under fire, but I'm not. Your ability to like. I'm sort of drawing on your ability to give bonuses. The bonus is that a person wouldn't physically be able to do this, but you can because you can stretch. So act under fire. You can act under fire to do it when a normal person would simply be incapable.
That is a 9.
A 9. What this results in is you leap the edge, and you are gonna basically tangle yourself up with the 2 dudes that no longer have pipes, but you're not able to tangle up the 3rd person in there. And as you are in the air grabbing the 2 of them, a bullet goes off, and you're gonna take another damage as it skirts through your flesh, your stretched out flesh. But you have tangled them, and you're now like tangling them up and at the feet of the gun person. And
Hey, we gotta wrap this up soon if you want me to be able to still carry you by the end of this.
let's see. DHAM's
Sorry,
falling
I can't hear you
off.
over the sound of the hyenas mauling me.
Yeah, the big ogre's moving towards you still. I think in that initial thing, both purple things did die. This ball, though, is moving at a direct route south. It's going to club whatever person was remaining there above the group you've just made, but it's bearing down on the gunner that stands over the top of you, creating a mess for everyone involved. DHAM, you've fallen off the ball. The hyenas are on you. What do you do?
Do I have time to stand up?
Yeah.
Okay, so I stand up, and as I'm standing up, I'm doing a twisting. And
You get to
spinning
your feet,
maneuver.
and one of the hyenas is in the air, like already having leapt at you, kind of thing.
And as I turn around to face this leaping hyena, in one hand, what's that? Typical DHAM fashion. That's right, it's a knife. What's in the second hand? It's a pistol. We're dual wielding akimbo. Shoot, shoot, bang, 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 knife throw.
We're dual wielding akimbo. Cool.
Someone called Daniel Radcliffe because I'm pistol / knife akimbo.
Because
It's gonna
I
be
am a
an
Gimbo.
8.
An 8. You slash your knife across the Cryena as it jumps atop you and get your pistol up underneath of it and fire, and it is thrown off and to the side, I guess, as the other two hyenas get up on you and try to tear you apart. I need you to give me a act under fire to avoid getting torn apart. Yeah. Yeah. I'm going to say this one, you're only going to get a +1 from your
6.
ethereal bonus. Oh.
5.
Uh,
I still have the ethereal bonus. 7.
7. Yeah. Yeah, there you go. That just skates your line. You're able to roll out of the way and put the dead body of the one that you just killed in between you and one, but
Yes.
the first or the third hyena is going to get up and wrap its jaws around your ankle, dealing 1 damage, not through armor yet, so you don't take any, I think.
Cool.
But it has
Yeah, I've got
gripped
1
you
armor.
and is holding you down.
Yeah, I don't love that it's gripped me. Question for you: do level ups happen in session, or does that happen at the end of sessions?
They happen
Like-
right away. You don't get health back, but you get a thing if you want
Okay,
to take a
so-
pause and find an ability.
So I have this thing in my improvements that reads: get a gang, you detail for security and leadership. Can I just have some dudes from the crowd be like, you know what, we're about what this robot is throwing down. He's really fucking rad, and I want to be more like that guy. Not the
also
part
gotta
about getting
level up-
mauled by the hyenas, but the other parts, awesome.
What was your
I also have a level up
Yeah.
option that says get followers, you detail, and fortunes.
Okay, wait.
Can
Are
I add
these
that to his? I want to add
Just
My-
more dudes.
just more dudes for DHAM's gang.
DHAM's dudes.
Is that a level up from your playbook, Gabe, or is that like just a playbook you've taken?
It is a level up improvement. It is just like flat on my character sheet.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Okay, I see. Wait. Get followers, you detail, and fortunes.
I'll even pass up on the fortunes for more followers.
I think it's funny, just like out of game funny for me and Dill to show up with the party later, and we've got just like 8 guys with us. So how'd the distraction go? It went great. These guys helped, and now they're with us
And
now. I hope they
Florence-
fit in the Dill go.
This is Larry, Curly,
Get
Teddy,
a
Timmy,
gang
Tommy.
for security and leadership.
Sally, and Beth.
And this is the Viper.
You don't
And the
need to
Viper.
spend
He's my
yours
favorite.
on this Dill, because what I will give you, I had a thing in here that we had the opportunity to roll but didn't, and I had a really funny like NPC thing. But I think in this moment you hear DHAM with your level up, get a gang. It's not gonna be a gang of folks. People don't jump down from the rafters and like start to help you out. Though you have started to turn the crowd. You guys are becoming crowd favorites, but the crowd favorites are
Better.
like they want you to ultimately get torn apart in the arena.
All of them except for the Viper.
DHAM, from the inside of your chest, as this hyena's on your leg and the ogre's bearing down on you, you hear a charging complete, and your front chassis opens up, and a little like floating orb robot with a couple arms and a like a little array on top of its head comes out, and it says, "Killbot, your murderous robotic best friend, is now charged and ready to go." He's just been
He then
charging in
says-
your chassis.
What are your numeric functions?
Oh, right. Oh, fuck. He doesn't say that. I say that. Press 1 for Killbot's assistance. Press 2 to let Killbot kill.
DM reaches up past the hyena that's hurting him, and DM presses 2.
Killbot's 2 little spindly arms shoot into its body, and then they come back out with little guns on them, and they start just bang, 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 bang into the hyenas. Lawrence, is there, let's see, end leadership. I don't have detailed what that is, but let's see what the book has to say about what and leadership means.
I need to have like we have the Killbot, and then we have like the Encyclobot. Hello, it is I, Encyclobot. I can answer any question except for that one. You know which one.
I love that. Okay, Encyclobot hasn't turned on yet because you haven't needed him at this moment, unless you do need him. Killbot just has a second phase, or a second personality.
Encyclobot, tell me! Encyclobot, tell me! Can you inflict harm? No. Okay, you can stay inside.
But I can, says Killbot, and I like to.
I love you, Killbot.
I'm looking for... Is that what you were telling me leadership was? Or were you just making a funny?
No, I'm making a joke.
I did like
I think leadership should be a grizzled old man named the Viper.
I think it's a move.
I just want someone named the Viper to show up.
I'm trying to find the move you get to use.
If anything ever happened to the Viper, I'd kill everyone and then myself.
Okay, you are going to be at the bottom of this list for Savvy Head, of course. The furthest down I can go. No, it just says and fucking leadership, and that will be down in gangs. And special moves.
I do love the idea of a robot gang, though.
Let's see. Okay. Ba. My God.
It's a secret.
It is.
Secret leadership.
We're close. Oh, let's start on page 196. Good Lord. Then we got gang stuff below that. Come on, 196. Savvy Head moves. No, these are improvements, though. That's not...
Maybe and leadership. So I get
leadership
a gang
of it
for security, and there's someone there who leads the gang.
Oh, here it is.
And his name is the Viper.
If a PC gang leader can hold a gang together by imposing her will on it, if she has pack alpha, or by ordering it to hold discipline if she has leadership, but otherwise follows these rules same as for NPCs. So you have the ability to force your gang to hold together by discipline, but you have to maintain discipline over Murderbot in order for Murderbot to listen to you, basically.
Okay.
Yes.
So is Fortunes something
Murderbot.
then?
Fortunes is probably, there's probably a word in here that says and what Fortunes is, or that's it just like a fuckload of barter.
Okay.
Could be what and Fortunes is.
Rich Dill? All the money in the world, but nothing to squeeze and drink.
Yeah, unfortunately, Dill's, or not unfortunately, just Dill's character is a part of a different book where there's just less description as to what those things mean. I would imagine that's a lot of barter, just like only because I don't know really where to look in this book for fortunes.
Better a barter than
Alright.
a farter.
Yeah, there's gang stuff, but fortunes wasn't in there. It wasn't in barter. Surplus and want. 248.
I bet there is probably a move from another playbook that I've sent Grace that would be fun to have.
Let's see, what does... Oh, okay. Much like Lawrence's leadership is influence based on discipline, yours becomes influence over your group, your gang, based on wealth.
Oh.
So you would have to maintain them based on a wealth that you would get a pot of. I think we need to find that narratively, but there would be a wealth there that you know have to maintain in order to maintain your group. They're like hired mercenaries basically, or they're around for the money.
Mine is around for the murder.
Yeah, Murderbot's here to murder. He's really excited to do so, and he's very pleased. It's very pleased that you've given it the opportunity to do so again. I'd like you to start a new bond category with Murderbot, and I'm gonna start you at +1, and that'll be your rolls for Murderbot, unless you have like, there's probably like a, you know, if Murderbot's doing something, you might be able to seduce, manipulate it, but other than that, you're probably gonna roll on the history with Murderbot. That will possibly change. I might ask you randomly other questions about how you're maintaining Murderbot.
His name is Murderbot.
Murderbot. I love Murderbot.
Durbot. First
Okay.
name Mur, last name Durbot.
You press
Murderbot.
2, and I think this first time, Murderbot's the guns come out and it blasts the 2 hyenas, and one whimpers. The one that is full-bodied onto the dead one that you're like holding up as a shield is blasted full of holes in the back and falls to a heap. The other one is shot like once or twice, but whimpers to the side and lets go of you. Is still up though. This one, and now you have Murderbot, who is just going to be this token for now, because I wasn't sure if Murderbot would join, and now Murderbot is important to your team. Yes. Dill, are you going for followers as well? Are you still doing followers and fortunes?
No, not if I can't add
Instantly
to
summon a pack of men.
Yeah.
If you
Instantly
do
summon a
go
pack of
followers
men.
and fortunes,
I
I could make your fortunes your points, and based on how well you've been doing, you know, you could sway some dudes to your side, and that could increase depending on how you perform in the game. Is the thought I just had.
That's interesting. But I think that's not the play here. There's a playbook move that I found that is very, very cool, but not at all helpful now or later.
It's just cool.
Yeah, there's a character, there's a playbook called the Solace, and all of their moves are interesting.
Oh,
or
interesting.
at least just
What is their bit about?
not sure. Didn't read
Oh,
it.
okay.
I
Hell
was
yeah.
just looking. I was just rating for
Cool
moves I
abilities.
could cobble together a character out of. But there's one called Alive in the World that lets you ask some pretty dope, narratively interesting, unique questions the first time that you, or really any time that the first time you arrive somewhere, and then also on sharp rolls.
Hmm.
Um,
Kind of like filling out
but then
the
there's
full gap of the move you did take, where now you get people and places, and so it's like no matter what,
yeah,
you get something.
it's like a where could I hide here? What does this place or these people have to offer me? It's a move actually I really wanted Grace to take because it seems like it fit her character really well. Who is the source of the most pain here? It's just interesting
Ooh,
stuff.
dirty. Yeah.
Murderbot.
Murderbot. It's all that answer is always Murderbot. This is not his first time around the pinball board.
How could I gain access to this place's or these people's secrets?
Murderbot.
Murderbot.
Which actually, that actually feels like a question that could help me out here.
It does, but you have removed the field. You have an electrified ball.
That's true. We
You
know how
guys are
to
in a
do this
moment,
thing.
but you guys are actually well positioned to knock the gate down and get out. You know what I mean?
We're gonna go +1 cool, nice and simple.
Oh, okay.
I'm using cool a lot.
You've been really
Okay.
heavy on
I'm
the
in
stat
amongst.
bolstering, which I like.
Yeah, I got weird. I got cool. I might keep going. I've got a lot of ways to juice my hard, but I can't go past +3.
Ah,
Uh, I could still do that. So I've got this group of guys, and also the ball is coming at me.
oh yeah.
I'm guess I kind of wanna because I'm tangled up in them if I remember correctly. I kind of want to like push them off of me into the guy in front of us, kind of tripping them up, trying to get them tangled in him rather than in me. And then maybe that'll give me a second to roll out of the way as the ball comes on down over them.
Yeah, yeah. Give me act under fire if you're just trying to get out of the way, or you can do I would even give you withstand if you want to try to like, you know, just kind of use them as a human shield, which is seemingly possible from our position too, and like bounce it up over you, you know, kind of like ramp with 3 bodies. But either one of those roles I think fits your moment.
I think I'm gonna act under fire. Use my newfound bonus to cool for a 11.
Yeah. Yeah, you roll over and push up the 2 dudes into their compatriot, excuse me, who has a bead trained on you, about to pull the trigger as the ball collides into him, and you hear lots of bone crunching and squishing as it just rolls over them. There's enough force there. You dive out and, you know, maybe to the east or to the I'm gonna just say to the east because the ball is gonna squish into them. Well, with this angle, this bowling wise, it would squish into them and then bounce off to the east. So then you roll out to the left as it does. But it squishes. I'm gonna say that the pistol dude and one of them are dead. The last one that lays on the ground now next to you as you're crouched down and getting up is just moaning and groaning. His legs have been run over by this ball, but he's not out. And the ball rolls off, doesn't hit the barrier, but hits the flipper, and the flipper launches it up and towards this situation up here. Up here, the situation is DHAM, you, Killbot, are facing down these hyenas, and the big monster mutant-like ogre is coming in behind, ready to swing a giant, almost like tree stump down atop you. And there's one injured hyena also at your feet. Let me see this ball. This ball moves up and towards the north side of the board. I think with where we've been going, it actually would have hit this bumper and then bounced, no lie, towards our door. Like I don't think I'm bluffing narrative there. I think that the way that it was going when you turned off the thing is ideal for its bounce
love
path.
angles.
Like
I love
I don't know.
geometry.
It feels like a good angle. I'm not getting out a protractor, but it feels good there. It's moving
I
towards
like
the
it there.
door. Yeah. This one has just creamed those dudes and has been launched back up north towards your situation, Lawrence. But the ogre and the hyena are first up. What do you do?
Hey, Killbot.
Yes?
I think we're gonna have to kill this guy.
Oh, goody.
And then I start throwing knives
Killbot
at
turns.
the close guy, not the ogre. I'm gonna try and like throw knives, take out the hyena, and then maybe go and get involved around the bumpers up there and just try and not get crushed immediately.
Yeah.
Head north away from the ogre in a U-shaped orientation, perhaps.
I like 2 rolls from you. I can roll for Killbot. Maybe we can develop some stats for Killbot here. That way it's not just you rolling. I'll even level up Killbot on the side. Let's see. He's your gang. You can command him what to do. Of course, I just want stats for him to roll.
Have to. It's the only way he'll stay under my command. And it'll be really bad if Killbot is not under my command.
Hot 0.
11.
11? Sharp. That feels like Killbot's stat. Probably 2. Hard. Hard, sharp, hot, weird, and what am I missing? Cool.
Killbot's very cool.
Which one gets -1 for Killbot?
Sharp.
Sharp gets -1. Okay. Which one gets the +2?
Sorry, what'd you say?
Which one gets +2?
+2. Sharp.
Wait, which one gets -1? You just said
sorry.
sharp.
-1 sharp, +2 on hard.
Okay. Okay. Weird is either +1 or 0.
We're 0.
Weird is 0 and cool is +1. Cool.
Normal.
Okay. Bang. Killbot starts laying in fire into the ogre. The ogre throws up an arm and just takes some of these bullets as it progresses in on Killbot. You pass behind Killbot and move towards the bumpers as you give me your roll to strike the hyena on your way out.
Absolutely. I know it's not what you meant, but my brain conjured up the image of the ogre vomiting an arm and then using that dismembered arm to block the bullets.
Could have.
8.
Could have. 8. I think what it is, it's that you just don't get as far. You reach down to throw a knife and the hyena jumps up and knocks your hand out of the way, so it takes a second one to get up in it and like just stab it and throw it up over your shoulder and into the heap. But now you're just standing behind Killbot as the ogre is on the other side of Killbot. Killbot is just peppering it with its basic guns. You
Kill guns. They're
kill
called kill
guns.
guns.
Yeah. You know, maybe no stronger than a pistol, but it has 2 of them and it's shooting rapidly. Dill, you're next to a dude that's moaning on the ground and groaning. My leg, he's saying.
My leg.
Yeah,
My leg.
we're gonna take off. We're gonna ignore him, and we're gonna take off.
Wait, my
To the
leg
north.
though. Wait up.
Kill
My
me!
leg.
Kill me!
Kill me if you're gonna
You threw a pipe
leave.
at me. Why would you? No, I'm not helping you.
Killbot hears
Um,
that from across the room and is like, "Should I? Is he calling to me? He wants me to kill him."
Killbot's distracted.
Yeah, but I'm headed towards. If the ball is coming in at this good angle, then I'm trying to be ready for it.
Yeah, it looks like it's gonna hit that door and then rebound off. This ball's just heading up north. As it reaches the back of the ogre responds very quickly and whips around and like a sumo wrestler uses its momentum to continue forward and like hurls it at the 2 of you. You see him stumble from the force that he took. But he does launch the ball at the 2 of you, just like throwing it. Killbot is just gonna dodge because why would he not dodge? Unless you try to get him to take the hit for you. But his goal would be
No, I
ultimately to
can't let
dodge.
anything bad happen to Killbot. He's my bastion of morality. I will. I think I'm also just gonna do a little dodge.
Yeah.
Do I still get a +1?
You get your +2. Your +2 back. You're not
Like +2, 10.
any reason. +2, 10. You dodge up to the north, continuing the path that you're aiming for, moving towards those bumpers, making your, deals happen. Killbot isn't fast enough to get fully out of the way. It does take a bump. And you see it kind of spark up a bit and lose its full, like, perfect float, but it regains it briefly. Its lights blink. And it says,
Killbot, we can repair you.
I don't know.
I love you like a son.
Life support systems at 70%. Press 1. Nope. It just turns back to the ogre. It's in kill mode. It says press 1 to kill, and then before you get to respond, it says 1, and the light goes red, and it turns back to the ogre. But you're here, and the ogre is facing you down. It's beginning. He just threw the ball. It's gonna bounce up and move around the ring. I think it's gonna move past you because we're out of that moment for now.
Should have tried to jump and get on that
the
ball.
visual room for it, but you finished off that hyena. We got the my leg guy groaning in the south side of the field, and all you have is this ogre moving north towards you. Dill, the ball connects with that grate and electrifies the grate, and you hear the wizard say, "No, we're not done yet." And behind you, the rumbling stops, and in the middle, you see a giant metallic form raising out. All the lights are out on it. It seems like a giant mech suit that is unfilled or piloted, I guess, at the moment. And as it hits the floor that you guys stand on and then rests into place, you see those lights kick up, and it looks around, and he says, maybe my general will be able to do something about this. Get him. And the lights all kick on the bot, and you hear it kind of groan, this mechanical gear groan, and it has a giant kind of cannon on one arm and a big fist on the other, and it starts to make its way north towards you, Dill.
Thank God.
Let's see. You killed the hyena. That guy's alive down there. Yeah. Okay.
He wishes he wasn't.
He wishes he wasn't, but he is. He asked to be killed. I think we were just on the defense from the ogre, so why don't we go on the offense? What do you guys do? You're here. Killbot's in kill mode.
Trying to think. So, Killbot, how agile is Killbot looking?
Well, agile, you put -1 into his sharp, and I think that's the agile stat. So
Sharp
he's
is the
not.
agile stat.
I think so. I might switch that with weird, make his weird -1 and his sharp 0. But I don't know that that's so much of a difference.
No, he's pretty weird.
He may not be cool though.
I think what I'm gonna do
He's
is
like he's cool, but
I think DHAM is gonna look up at Killbot and DHAM is gonna say, I know we just met, but do you know of maneuver number 5? Press 5 for maneuver number 5, Killbot. Press 7 for scary Santa Claus.
and Killbot is just saying 2, 2, 2 from the kill. He doesn't know maneuver number 5, but we haven't taught him maneuver number 5 yet.
DHAM says, here, take these, and he gets 2 knives out of his arm and sort of just like, Killbot, I kind of imagine Killbot as sort of like a little drone just with like gun arms poking out.
Yeah, straight up a floating orb with like a lens on it for its visuals, right? Maybe a screen on that lens, and then some like robotic arms that have come inside and have come out with little pistols. It can even reach out a third arm and grab whatever you're.
DHAM is gonna slam 2 knives inside the barrels of the pistols, and he's gonna say, be quick, be silent, be annoying to the ogre, and go for the legs.
Whirling dervish.
And DHAM is also going to get some more knives out and start running at the ogre.
Maneuver number 5 is whirling dervish. 5, 5, and it starts spinning in a circle and moving towards the ogre.
Perfect. Yeah, we're gonna go on the offense. We're gonna go after this ogre.
Okay. Give me. Oh, it just feels like act under fire. It's bearing down on you with its tree stump. You have your
9.
whirling dervish 9.
We're just trying to come at him from all different angles, jumps, maneuvers, flips.
I'm gonna give
whatever
you.
Killbot does.
You guys get in there. The ogre has taken some bullets. It has taken a brunt of the ball. It's taken some damage. You see, it's like one of its legs. It's kind of dragging behind it. It's not using it as solidly. You know, it's not like on its.
Cool. Then I stab the other leg.
Sure. In this, the whirling dervish, Killbot, the whirling dervish is like spinning around him, hitting him and chipping some skin away and then bouncing away and hitting him again like a Beyblade. And you're coming in whipping knives at the hurt leg. The ogre brings the stump down and it is coming down on the whirling dervish. I'm going to give you the option. You can take the hit for Killbot or Killbot takes the hit.
I take the hit for Killbot.
You jump in front of the way, the ogre bringing its tree stump down. You're going to take. I'm not even going to ask. You're going to take 3 damage. So 2 after armor, as you're blasted into Killbot and the 2 of you are pushed backwards. You get a little bit of cut. Some of that's like tree stump, right? And pushed backwards. The last cut knife hitting the ogre, it dropping down to a knee and reaching out as if it's going to swing at you again, but falling into a heap at your side. How are you doing?
Bad.
But you're up?
I am up.
Okay,
And,
you get up. Your servo's
I
like
pat
whining
my, I
and
pat
screaming.
my hand. I pat my hand. I'm sort of like leaning on Killbot a little bit at this point. I pat my hand on him and I say, Press 3 for familial bond.
He pulls the knife out of you and says 3. And the lights go back down to white. He's lost his kill mode with a moment of bond sincerity, I guess. And you look up behind Killbot and see Dill moving towards the back of the room, and this giant robot stepping up behind him, facing a cannon towards him. Dill, this is occurring. The gate is open in the back. Behind you, a big robot. Killbot, DHAM off to the east.
No
What's
one
your-
in this robot.
Seemingly.
General. JG Wentworth.
Someone's piloting the robot, but not... It doesn't seem like physically.
Remote.
And what's this robot got going on?
Big gun.
It's a big, as large as the mutant ogre or the giant lady with the barrel. Just a very large, imposing figure. Steel structure, 2 padded legs. It's slamming down, stepping after you. Lots of like bars and pistons holding everything together. It's not like full plated up. You can see all of the inner workings of the the pistons sliding along one another to move the arms, and in the back you can see them moving up and down in that cool little pattern with the pads on the back. They're applying pressure and releasing it as it's moving after you.
Guns, fists.
Oh yeah, a
what's
cannon
the
on
armament?
a pretty large gun on one arm and a fist on the other. It's like clinching, and it's starting to point the cannon towards you. I'm gonna say cannon
It's
because
like
it's
a
bigger
dreadnought.
than a gun.
Okay, I'm gonna try and I'm assuming I'm faster than this guy.
Yeah.
Uh,
You think you could outpace it?
All right, he seems like a problem, so we're gonna try and deal with him.
Oh,
Plus, he seems at least somewhat robot. So
as the mutant falls as well, another power up spawns in the middle, a wheel to spin. But yes, your thoughts are correct, Gabe.
I want to try and cut around behind him, whatever direction
He's walking.
will mess up his aim, sort of
Okay.
the opposite direction of his gun arm.
Yeah. Okay, I see.
And then I want to try and get back in here. It seems like with all these pistons and motors, we're dealing with some sort of hydraulic something here. And if there's hydraulics, there's fluids. And if there's fluids, we're gonna try and drink them. So
Cool.
So I'm trying to. The goal is get on his back, look for tubing or piping or anything inside of his mech, and yank it out and stuff it in my mouth.
Yeah, give me an act under fire as you run towards the bot and dip up under his fist arm.
Yeah, run towards the big guy, yank it out, and put it in your mouth.
Mm-hmm.
Stop.
And if I'm really lucky, I can flip the peg wheel while I'm at it.
Yeah, flick his peg wheel when you get it out and put it in your mouth.
That's an 11. 11 for peg wheel flicking.
You can
11
get
for putting it in your
behind him
mouth.
and under the damage, and you can safely get up onto his back and under shit, or hit the wheel and just be behind him.
Now I'm after these fluids.
No, that's an
The wheel's
11.
fine.
That's an 11. It's not an either or. That you're in a good position. Fuck it. You can give a good spin on the wheel.
I flick out a tendril on my way by.
You flick out a tendril on your way by, and it starts to spin up as you try to launch yourself into the gearworks behind him. It flips around, and it's about to click into that skull power up, which is not ideal as you're up in the workings, but it doesn't click the peg over and lands on the power up space. We got none of the really bad shit that was happening, which is ideal. or could have happened. We have power up. Roll a d6, Theodore.
4.
4. You feel you see that your skin glows, and you feel your pores tighten and your skin harden. You have +1 armor for this round. Lawrence, your etherealness shifts and phases out as that guy dies as well, so you lose your power up. But Theodore, you gain +1 armor while your skin is kind of hardened. It's not going to affect you negatively dexterously. It's just, you know, you
I've
have
got plates.
hard skin plates. Yeah. It doesn't form up over the elbows or whatever, but it's there. And you're up in the workings of this bot, DHAM murder bot. What is you see Dill glowing and starting to try to fit himself into the gum works of the pistons behind the robot.
Murderbot, it is my expert leadership based opinion that we should go and help that guy, the glowing one, not the big one, not the one that's like us, but the one that is exceptionally dislike us.
I can't
Unlike us?
understand your take.
Sorry,
but
I'm very damaged.
I will do so. Give me a roll +1. Your HX with Murderbot.
5. I press 3. Does 3 do anything? No. Unfortunate.
Murderbot says, what is it? You are Murderbot's only ally, and it starts spinning in its whirling dervish and just moving towards the bundle of the two of them. It'll do it all if it has to. It's gonna kill Murderbot. Theodore.
I'm sorry, Father. It is what I do.
It's the only thing I can do. And it starts spinning and moving towards you. Theodore, you're in these gumworks. You can hear the buzzing of Killbot spinning, coming towards the two of you. Theoretically an ally, that one that just doesn't care about your safety.
I can hear him, but he's not a concern. He's not even a perception. Because I've got tubing and liquids.
The robot is
I'm
unable to reach behind
hydraulic
itself.
Vampire.
I gotta get to that juice.
Gotta get to that juice. Dilly needs some juice.
Dilly.
So I'm just gonna reach in there and yank it out and you know.
Slurp.
Delicious.
So give me a
Suck check.
act under roll plus suck. Act under fire.
Yeah, what's your history with suck? How many pluses do you get?
That's my suck bonus.
Dill's would be the highest of anyone's.
It's one of my boxes.
I'm sorry, I got 174 on my suck check.
Dill has the box of suck, and DHAM has the box of cuts and blades. Now,
We're all. My arm is filled with blades.
We're Dr. Carpenter's dream.
Dream team.
So what am I rolling?
Do
Honestly,
something under
low for 6
fire.
D100s.
I think. Oh, 174. You're right. That is a lot. You do it well. At a roll over 150, there's an advanced thing, and I don't know how you got to it.
My first roll was a 1.
It was.
On my 60/100s. Anyways,
174 out of 600 is incredibly low. And you got 2 19s.
Damn.
Weird.
Sorry,
Anyways.
plus your bonus?
What bonus?
Act
am I
under
adding?
fire. So
11.
11. Excuse me. You feel a force of these pistons being the primary thing you have to contend with. It can't quite reach back and behind itself. But it's how hard that they're firing into one another that you're trying to get up in and just halt and stop and like rip them out and look for liquid. You are able to stop and jar a few of them before finding a tube, which you ultimately separate, and some black Icarus oil like floats freely from it, and you just jam it into your mouth like a straw. And the robot very quickly is starting to shut down. I think it does before the dervish makes it to it. Lawrence, you see the giant bot start to break down to its knees. This was its biggest weakness, is being broken apart from behind and have its liquids drained. It drops down to a knee.
I'm a predator.
And starts to, its lights start to blink out as Dill is just putting a foot up on it and just slurping from the straw. Murderbot or Killbot is not stopping though, as it's coming towards the bundle of them.
You hear DHAM from way off to the side.
I can't stop him. The 2 is stuck. The 2 is stuck.
Two. I'll say that.
But if you hurt him, I'll kill you and then myself.
Yeah, that is what I was worried about.
I think that things have changed since Killbot started moving towards this situation. It was faster than we thought it would be, but you can make another like Killbot command roll to stop him.
Killbot, he's already dead.
Give me that roll plus history with Killbot.
7.
2. I think it does start to spin to a stop, but it's gonna nick Dill once for 1 more damage as it does come to a stop. Hitting it like clips Dill as it's coming around, and then both of them get kind of jammed up in its thing, and it pulls its rotors back, and it says, "I apologize." And then it turns around and says, "Father," and starts floating back towards you.
I apologize. I don't know what came over me.
As you spit oil on it, one of its cameras turns around and flashes red before flashing back to white and then floating back towards DHAM. You're going to kill this thing and drink its liquids for sure.
DHAM, as Murderbot is coming along, DHAM opens up his chest cavity and just sort of like, come on in. He's beckoning into the warm embrace of his chest cavity. Come into my womb.
The pinball's womb?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I gave birth to that boy.
Father!
He came from inside me.
And it roots back into you and connects its charging cable. And you hear it kind of servos die down in there.
I just kind of like slides, as he's coming, I just kind of like slide some sand out of the way onto the ground, broken glass, etc. About
Killbot's
30 knives.
I think once it's plugged in, you can see that Killbot's I don't know, like readout is at 70% of 70% health. It's not going up on its own, but you can get its readout when it's plugged into you.
Oh yeah, no. My first level up was life support systems to my workspace, and I think he counts as a person.
I think he does, and
I can work on people there too now.
You can maybe Killbot gives you the ability to do workspace stuff if you can get him outfitted or something, like a mobile station for
another mobile
shit.
Workstation. Double mobile
workstation. I guess that's true. You're just locked away from your mobile workstation. The pinballs are up and towards both the north, and the electrified one is at the like northwest side of the board. They're bouncing along and going south. With your guys' positioning, you're in a safe spot to just wait them out and run towards the top of the board. The wizard is starting to throw a tantrum, just all sorts of no-no-nos, that's cheating, my game isn't over yet. The barriers are trying to like flicker back up, but they stop, and he gets really mad at that. At the south side of the board, he says, if I can't stop you, then they will. And a lot of I don't know, like 4 or 5 more pipe dudes kind of spawn down there, pipes and fireplace pokers. And you see the wizard focusing very hard up there, trying to like spawn in these people quickly. But you guys are there as this sprint towards the House of
I think so.
Pain Fun.
Or for me, it's
It
more
is
of a limp, but
indeed.
I do think I head that way.
I'm also limping a bit.
Yeah, the two of you supporting one another, I think, as the spawns don't really stop in the south, but they're like sprinting up towards you. A few of them get knocked out by the pinballs coming south, electrified, bounced up. But they don't stop spawning. They start to train their guns on you and shoot as you run up and towards the north of the board. And in between that gate, the sounds disappearing very quickly behind you as you find yourselves on a moonlit, like dark road. The sounds of like crickets around you leading up to an old decrepit house. You hear moans and some screams, maybe a couple laughs coming from within. It sounds like a cacophony of various prisoners or patients or workers, maybe, in this house of pain in front of you. And I think that that's probably a good time to fade to black, as you guys are at the front door of the House of Pain. The other two are like 60 to 70%, I think, through their game, which is ideal. I think we can come back and, because the goal was for you two to get started in the house and have them come meet you up and provide backup, or you find them in there. So I think that them finishing up game and you starting house is
I definitely was
the
curious
best version of this.
if they ended up where we're about to end up at the end of their game, because I didn't listen to them. But
Nope, not quite. I think this lines up more exactly with the plan, though. That is on accident, and that's just because I had to end theirs at what 9, and they were like
did they have as many kills in theirs? Because our kill streak is very high right
they
now.
had 0 kills, but they did some different. They did some different
We
stuff.
took all of them.
Yeah, they did more of like a sneak, understand the security, wait for it so we can check out the realm that we need to check out without triggering all the shit. And then they set everything up to trigger
I summoned a murder familiar.
Killbot, your murderous robotic best friend.
Yeah, I'm glad we're getting Lawrence his son so early in this campaign. This is wonderful.
I'd like to say that we're over halfway done, but
Yeah, I mean, Dragon Knight didn't start getting sons until like 3/4 of the way through.
It's true. When we were strong enough to force sons.
Yeah.
You can't escape. You are my
You're
son.
my son. What
Yeah,
are you doing this food? Being raised by me.
In this case, though, it's like you can't escape. You are my father. Get back here, father. History
I must
question
murder for you, father.
History questions.
Murderbot.
Dill, did you? I don't know. Do you know DHAM
Yeah,
better?
no, he has a murder bot.
Get a +1 for Murderbot.
He's got all sorts of
Gabe.
stuff in that chassis. Murderbot and
does, I
DHAM, if they start,
That
do
does, I
start
think,
at a
bring me
-1.
to another experience and starting back over with a +1 for DHAM.
I'm
Nice.
gonna raise mine with Murderbot.
Sure, +2 for Murderbot makes sense for you.
Oh,
Oh yeah. That's ideal.
I don't think I'm gonna start I don't think I'm gonna get +1s on anybody else ever again for the rest of the campaign. Like, it's a bummer, but I mean, it's just the way it is. Like,
Murderbot's gonna just let power level. I gotta pick a class for Murderbot. Okay. You've doled out XP or histories, and we will return next time, full group, to face the end of their trial and the beginning of the House of Pain/Fun.
Good deal.
GG's, you two.
I sure hope I don't need health anymore for the rest of that.
Mm-hmm.
Close
I got a grand total of 1.
House of Pain doesn't involve harm, right?
Yeah, surely not.
Yeah. I hope not. I think the House of Pain for you guys is a withstand game until your allies show up. It's sort of like, can you hold the line until we have backup? If you're that wounded, is kind of what I mean.
Uh-oh.
Well,
It's gonna be tough.
at least I think I heal like 2 harm over the session break here.
Yeah, you
That's nice.
return, if you're ever over it, you return to...
Back to 6 o'clock.
Yeah, so just 2 damage ticks. So
Pretty
that's
nice.
something you can stand as a shield. I thought of something the other day while editing, and that was that for others and for Lawrence too, a good thing to keep an eye out for would be some form of armor, which as you enter into this space, the armor like degrades down, but just to reduce damage, because no one I looked up has armor except DHAM has 1. Which is why you guys are so squishy.
We've also, I don't think, we've just never had an opportunity to go shopping.
No, not shopping. We had the opportunity to get like supplies
I guess
from
we
the
could have done the
folks.
supplies. Yeah.
And if anyone has barter left, there could be something defensive in there you can pull out your barter for, maybe
According to
like
my
a
character
shield
sheet, I
or
have
something.
5 barter.
I don't think you've been
I've got
spending
2
it.
left. I've been using mine.
Most people have been spending
Oh,
theirs,
yeah,
but
I
you don't
guess I
have to
haven't
spend
really been
yours in the same way. And
doing
then
anything with my barter.
they've been turning it into tools and shit. Like I think
I've
DHAM.
mostly been converting mine directly into jokes, but that's
Yeah.
worth it to me.
Yeah, you turned one into a package of sparklers that ruined the moment that you were trying to have with Dill because he didn't like the fire.
Yeah, I am gonna keep those in my inventory though.
You have 10 left because you put one on the ends of each of your fingers. So you have, there was a package of 20, I think I said. So you have
Perfect.
10
I've got 10 sparklers for use at a later date.
left.
I'll have to keep
Sure.
the
If I
5
ever need
barter
to-
in mind. I can think of good things.
Just pull out of
Just
yourself.
I'll
You are
just
your
have,
own
like, a
bag.
I'll just have a birthday
Ew.
party for Murderbot
Ew.
and cover him
I'm
in
like
sparklers.
one endless belly button.
Ow.
Ugh,
Inside out in there.
I hate that statement.
If you reach
Alright,
into
gang,
his belly button,
GGs.
it's just the inside skin. All right. Have a good night, you guys.